today I'm reviewing. Oh wait, let me just get rid of this. Yeah, I'm reviewing Halloween, the 1978 film, a very classic movie, and one of John Carpenter's best, if not his best film. Yeah, it's cool to review this today, and this will be my first movie in the Halloween series of reviews, of movie reviews anyway. I'm just not sure how many I'm gonna do because I'm not sure in that update video I said like I was gonna do it from the 10th to the 31st. I might shorten it and then have more horror games from the 20th to the 31st. Yeah, I'd rather do it that way because it's not like I'm going to be talking about all the Halloween movies. It's going to be the first one, the third one, which is very underrated. I can't have to talk about that. The fourth one, my favorite, H2O. That's based 20 years later after the original movie that I'm reviewing now, and then the 2018 film. Yeah, because those are the ones that I really like and what I'll be reviewing. Yeah, they're the ones that I'll be reviewing. And next Halloween, maybe I'll just, review the rest. So I'm not really a big fan of the rest. Like, I know a lot of people love 2, but it's average to me. I didn't really like the setting was good. It's just they didn't really do much of it, and yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But yeah, today I'm talking about Halloween, the original movie. Probably one of the best. It is one of the best Halloween movies. For a lot of people, it is the best, and there's many reasons why it is. So I guess we'll start off with the beginning with Michael Myers, the kid on the left, top left. Like he basically goes into, is that his house or maybe his sister's, like Judith Myers' boyfriend's house? And then like after the boyfriend leaves, Michael Myers stabs his sister to death. Yeah, which was a very dark opening. That's a little bit dated, in this time. But I watched the remastered version, so it wasn't that bad. The way how the stab looked, it looked funny. Because we basically see it in like a first person perspective of Michael Myers. And is that really, I was gonna say, the only time? I just can't remember the other times where we get like a first person view of Michael Myers. And the way how he, stalks his victims. Well, his first victim was his sister. And it kind of started off the chain of events, which will happen in the sequels and all that. But basically, after killing his sister, I guess he's put in a psychiatric ward for a long time. And then someone called Dr. Loomis, played by Donald Pleasant, takes basically watches Michael Myers for like 15 years. But yeah, because it was 1963 when Michael Myers as a kid killed his sister, and then in 1978 he finally breaks free, and Dr. Loomis is since he's been watching him, like he feels responsible for him escaping, so he goes after him. Then he ends up going to a town on Halloween. Well, because he escapes on the 31st, 1978, and then wait, I said 31st, more like the 30th. He escapes the place where he was at for a long time, and then he goes to this small town where our main character, Laurie Strode, played by Jamie Lee Curtis, probably one of the best, if not the best, which I keep saying this, Like with the picture on the right, the top right, like that's probably like the creepiest stalking moment. Because since he's, she's in her house, then she sees him outside, and then he just disappears. That spooks her. And then like when it gets to the time where she's babysitting, she's still not really on the edge. Like it's like she just forgets about it a little bit. Especially when the kid's saying that well, the kid is saying that he sees something outside, but she's not really listening. Probably since it's a kid, like if it was like an adult, like she'd probably go check outside and see what's going on. But well, going outside is not really a good idea. because the moment when she gets stabbed by the knife and then falls down the stairs, like she quickly gets back up and just finds ways to fight against it. And she also has to worry about the kids as well, so she's doing everything she can to stay alive so she can protect them. And yeah, like there's basically a scene where she goes into a closet and Michael Myers is trying to break through, but she's able to trick him and get his knife and stab him. But she like Laurie just takes him down so many times. Like there's so many times where Michael Myers would be dead, but he just keeps getting back up. And when I compare Michael Myers to Jason, which for a time I actually thought Michael Myers and Jason were the same person, because they are very similar. It's just like Jason has more of a physique, and Michael Myers, he's more slim, but I feel like he gets back up much faster, and he's harder to notice. Where Jason, like, he's just so big, like you can notice him straight away, but he's definitely tough to put down. But when you do put him down, he's done for a little bit. But yeah, when you take down Michael Myers, it's like just a few seconds, and it just gets back up straight away. Yeah, that's one of his advantages. And then like it gets to a point where she gets the kids out the house, but then she's left with Michael Myers. And while she thinks like she's defeated Michael Myers, he gets back up and starts strangling her. But then Loomis, sees the kids going out the door, and then that's when he goes in and shoots, Michael Myers. And then he ends up going out the window, and we see him possibly dead. And then we, hear Laurie mentioned that is he the boogeyman? Because from what that kid was saying, like the boogeyman's outside, and they wasn't really listening to him. And then that's when Loomis says it definitely is the boogeyman. Just a nice way to end the film, and then he just like disappears, just like in that scene on the top right. When he's just standing outside of Laurie's house, and then he just vanishes. Like damn. Michael Myers is definitely one of the best slasher villains, should I say? Slasher killers. Yeah, one of the best slasher killers. I prefer him over Jason, and I just prefer these movies definitely over the Friday the 13th movies. Like, I'm not really a big fan of them. They just feel very cheap. And there's not really much replay value for the next horror review. Peace, guys.